Hey everybody, I'm Manny. Welcome back to my channel, Shave. So we're gonna get into a pretty badass mail call, kick-ass mail call. For those of you guys already know what's coming up, you can tell by the title of the or the intro picture of the video here. So just want to say happy Halloween to all of you guys out there, and I hope you guys are having a good and very safe one, a safe time, and just be careful out there, you guys, because you guys know there's a lot of little kids out there trick-or-treating, and yeah, just keep the speed to a little minimum, and be aware of your surroundings, and just be careful. We don't want to hear of any tragedies or accidents out there, so myself included, I'm gonna go ahead and take it easy, especially around the holidays. But I won't be here. I'm actually doing this shave and then be heading out, so I won't be here to be able to spend time with my daughter for Halloween. And she's really not very into Halloween anymore because she's a big girl now. So yeah, let's get into the shave here. Just make sure everything's situated and recorded right. Been having some hiccups here lately, so without further ado, let's get into it. So we are going to be getting into the wonderful Fougère Gothique. So excited to finally get a chance to use this. Man, this has been a long time coming, let me tell you what. So there is a side label. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. Fougère Gothique, Barrister and Man. And there is the back of the label there. And this is a full tub, brand new. And this was a purchase on eBay. For those of you guys who don't know, there was a not a raffle. What's the word I'm looking for? There was they put it up for a bid, for an auction bid on eBay. Alex DeLeon had told me about it, sent me a link. I jumped on. There was a few of us on there. I was a winning bid, thankfully, and I won the matching set, the Fougère Gothique soap and Aftershave splash. We just wanted to give you guys an update because people were asking some questions, and I know I haven't went into full detail of it. I've went into details in certain parts of the video, but just want to give you an update only. So I made this purchase. When it arrived, the aftershave was leaking. A quarter of the aftershave leaked out. I went outside to take a picture to get a better picture of it after taking my my daily shave post, so to get ready to post it up, and went outside to take a picture to show the exact amount that was leaked out. When I went to go do that, I didn't like the picture quality, so I put it up on the balcony. Little balcony wall there. It was kind of windy outside. Never did I think the wind was gonna be strong enough to push the aftershave off. Push the aftershave off the balcony little wall there and crack the bottle of aftershave. So knowing the rarity of the existence of this aftershave splash, I actually got a hold of Barrister Man. I was going to finish off my sentence by saying, man, if you can please make this for me, I will pay double, even triple the price just to get this aftershave, because I have searched for a long time to get a hold of this. Can't get a hold of it. When I finally did, this happened. So before I can even finish the rest of that sentence, he sent me a reply saying, you know, I can't do that for you, this, that, and the other, you know, explaining for those of you guys who watch on Instagram, or I've put some links on YouTube, and if not, I'll put the link on here to show you the exact message he sent back. And with that said, he said, I'll send you out the EDT, or the EDP. I think it's an EDP. So that's what he did, out of the kindness of his heart. Man, I really do appreciate it. Will, thank you very much, brother. I really do appreciate it. To do something like that, man, that is awesome. So without further ado, this is the, I think it's an EDP or EDT. I think it's EDP, but this is the Fougère Gothique gift box. And there's that there. So it just opens up here, and just gotta be very careful with it. And there is the aftershave there. After the EDP, I'm sorry. Let me take that out for you here. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's the bottom there. I already showed you, but just in case. Yeah, it doesn't say if it's an EDT or EDP. I don't remember. I think it's an EDP. I'm almost positive it's an EDP. But yeah, that's what it normally looks like, and then it just pulls out. So we'll be using that here today. Give me a second. Let me put this off to the side. All right. So get this situated here. Give me a minute, guys. All right. And so this soap, I actually got a hold of Will over at Barrister Man and asked him some questions because I was kind of concerned. Not concerned, I was worried. I was wondering if the scent that I'm getting for this had anything to do with a release that a while back when he was going to release a soap, he had talked about he was going to make a soap that smelled like decay, death and decay or something like that, right? Well, I get something out of this that smells like decay, but decaying leaves. So I went on to ask the question before I mentioned it on camera. I wanted to make sure there was any truth or false information behind it. But it turned out that, yes, he did make a death, decay and death scent, and that was supposed to be Hallows. But to me, Hallows smells like Abuelita chocolate, the Nestle chocolate tabs that you put in to make your hot chocolate. Yeah, it doesn't really smell much to me like decay or like fallen leaves or anything like that. But this soap here smells to me like fallen leaves, like autumn, like around October, November, around those areas. Just a fresh, crisp scent in the air, and maybe an over the road truck driver and me driving over the road into the East Coast. I get a lot of that smell, and especially when I go up to Oregon and Washington, it's just a fantastic scent. It's a very calming and relaxing scent. And so with that, I'm going to use some of this here to finish off the feeling because I want to get some cooling menthol scent along with that scent of fallen leaves. So I will post a picture up here when my brother and I took a trip up to go see the house from the Haunted in Connecticut, the true house from Haunted in Connecticut, and some pictures of the nice colors of autumn, and so I'll put them up here for you guys. So my shaver today will be the Rockwell 6S, and I have it on the setting. You know what? No, I'm gonna put the setting 4 plate on it, and we'll see how we get on with it because this will be the first time using this blade with this excuse me, with this razor blade combination, which will be the Israeli Reds, Personna Platinums. And I'll be using my Ever Ready 300. The letters are kind of bad, it's hard to see, but it's the Ever Ready 300 that was restored for me by J.R. Reyes. And I wanted to show off this pretty kick-ass mug here that my wife got me. This is the coffee mug from Night Before Christmas. This is Oogie Boogie, and I do have my hot water in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and sink that in there. So very, very special thanks to my wife for getting that for me. All right, so let's get into this. I actually just now got out the shower and I'm gonna rehydrate my face so I can throw this. Oh yeah, this is the mentholated one. I forgot to show you guys. They do have a mentholated and non-mentholated version. So how are you all doing? I hope you all are well. I've seen a few of you guys picking up that Bear Stern Man Hallows and that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde soap, the soap set, and man, let me tell you, that is beautiful. I'll tell you right now, I am pretty jealous of all you guys who are able to afford that, because that's just beautiful. It really is. But there's no way in hell my wife will be okay with me spending $200, 200 and some odd bucks. My wife's on the side here, laughing her ass off like, yeah, right. Yeah, there's no way in hell. I don't feel even comfortable spending that kind of money. It's really nice. It's got a real nice presentation. It really does. I think that's the best presentation I have ever seen on anything being sold. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and load my razor. And I've never pushed these blades to its limit, so I don't know what I'm gonna get out of that blade. I think I already have 3 shaves on it. So we'll see. If it starts feeling funny, we'll pull it out and put another one in. I just don't want to have to switch from the color theme. I don't want to have to switch from the color theme. So let me set this off to the side. Go ahead and open up our soap and get to loading. Okay, let's get to loading. I don't want to splash it on the camera. This smells fantastic, guys. It really does. If you're into like earthy scents, outdoorsy scents, I suggest picking this. Suggest picking it up if you can find it. I'm actually talking about it like if it's available. If you can find it, pick it up. I actually seen not too long ago, probably about a week or so ago, another set go up on eBay. When I went back to say, what the hell, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase another soap and another aftershave, it was gone. Alright, I'm gonna go with that. Take off what's left in the puck. Can't believe this is the first time I'm using this soap from this puck. I've used this sample before, but it's cool knowing that I actually have a brand new Fougère Gothique full-size soap. Just rinsing off my puck. This stuff smells amazing. Yeah, and I owe it big time to Alex, man. If I would have never reached out to a couple of friends and a few forums and groups, Facebook groups, I would have never known about it. And Alex is the only one that actually came through on that, because it's very hard to find. Give me a second. Just filling my mug here to the top so I don't have to work too hard at it. Yeah, Alex was the only one who came through, who was able to come through, should I say. Oh, that was a huge dunk. Damn it. That is a huge dunk. Hopefully it didn't break the ladder. I'm not going to break the ladder, I don't believe. Yeah, it does have a fougère scent to it, but like decaying leaves. Don't think decay is a bad thing, because a lot of the times the scent you smell out in the fresh open air, that's what you get from it. Man, I wanted this up for the longest time, man. So happy I finally got it. We'll go with that. And we'll go with the first pass with the grain. The hell? No kidding, guys, I actually thought I forgot to put a blade in here. You can't feel it. This is crazy. Wow, that is an awesome blade combination right there. Hopefully you get to the whole shave. The only blade I've ever felt that does that in this razor is the Perma Sharp. Yeah, so any of you guys out there do have the aftershave and looking at Let It Go, let me know. Yeah, but at the same time, let's be reasonable. I'm not trying to make anybody rich, like I've mentioned before. not one of those out there looking for limited edition soaps or aftershaves and this, that, and the other and paying ridiculous prices. That's just not me. I'll pay a little over, but that's about it. You know what? Dunking this soap makes me nervous. Judging by the size of the hole from the coffee cup and the size of the snot. It catches on the bristles and then when I push down on the brush, it tends to dunk the whole brush in there. Yeah, this soap is excellent. Fantastic slickness. Nice protection. Feels nice, thick, and creamy. I forgot how great this plate setting was. And so, continuing with the update. So it took a while for me to get my first initial package, because I mentioned before there was an error on the seller's side. He sent the package to the wrong address, so that was one issue. It was just a horrible buying experience. It really was. The guy was very honest and upfront with me. But just a very horrible bad buying experience. It almost seemed like this soap was hex from the very beginning. Like there was a curse on this soap, given the label, right? So that happened, the cracked bottle happened. And then it took, after everything that happened, a week and this, that, and the other. After everything was all said and done, I got my package. I was still waiting on my refund, because once my actual package arrived to the right address, he already had refunded me, but it didn't show up in my bank account. It didn't show up in my bank account for another week. a little bit over another week or so after that. So as you all know, we're all nervous that, you know, there's fake people out there, you know, that it's not legit. It's not a legit person to buy from. So I was actually pretty cautious to resend more money. So I waited. I told him, you know, this is what happened. You have to understand where I'm coming from. I want to make sure there's not going to be any issues. I said, you know, do you mind if I wait until the payment actually goes through, and then I'll use that to send the payment, resend the payment. Because I told him, I said, third pass with the ring. Because I said, I still haven't received the payment. I see that the return went through, but I haven't received anything yet. So he's like, no worries, when you receive the payment, you know, here's my PayPal. And that was that. So yes, I got my refund finally. After after the initial posting of my video and on Instagram, a week after that, or by that time actually, about a week after that or by that time, I already had my refund refunded back to me. This mint on this scent, yeah man, it brings back memories. This razor blade combination is freaking insane. And the famous words of Spencer Franco, holy moly. That guy cracks me up every time he says that. Holy moly. Man, I don't remember the last time I enjoyed a shave that well. Beautiful. I'm gonna pull everything out of there. Ooh. Brush had more water than I expected it had. There you go. Alright guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna do my cleaning passes off camera. And then do my warm water, cold water rinse. I'll be back. Alright guys. I just did my cleaning passes off camera. More warm water, cold water rinse. And just rubbing my hand and my palm on the corners of this alum just to get rid of all the sharpness. That's a fantastic shave. I love the scent. Even though Will said that the scent that I'm getting from decayed leaves is not what the scent was based off of. That was Hallows. I don't know if Hallows was based off the scent of fallen leaves or dead leaves, but the theme behind it was definitely decay. But this is what I get from this scent. And he says, yeah, because I asked him, I said, is there any thing behind it, why I'm getting this scent from it? And he agreed. He says, yeah, you would be correct on why it smells like that, because there is a similarity to that soap. It does have a sense of decay. So it's not necessarily decay leaves is what he based this scent off of. It's what I'm getting from it, but it smells fantastic. Let me rinse this alum off. All right. That scent, man, is great. It is beautiful. A very beautiful scent. Let me rinse off my brush. Just give it a little quick rinse. And I obviously don't have anything to go with that, and I don't want to mess up the little picture color theme. So I do have something here, a little sandalwood musk scent, but this scent here is gonna overpower this anyways. But I always do like to put on a balm. Since I don't have any aftershave. That is just a fantastic BBS shave. BBS shave, I'm sorry. Oh man. Alright. So let's get in with the EDP, EDT, whichever it is. And he talks about putting it on the pressure points. Rub that in. But still want to smell good. So fantastic. I really do love that scent. So that is that. Let's go ahead and with the recap. Went in with Fougère Gothique, fantastic scent. There's the soap, nice and dried out. I'll leave it there to continue to dry. And went in with the matching aftershave, the matching EDT. There's that. My brush of choice was the Ever Ready 300. That was restored by J.R. Reyes at Reyes Restores. Went in with the Rockwell 6S on the setting 4 plate. I'm trying my best to show you there. R4, which was a fantastic combination to finish up the feel here and experience. Went in with some mentholated cooling effect to a autumn scent is what I call it. And this was not in the title video, but went in with that. So that is fantastic, a fantastic shave with these blades here. Excuse me, with my blade of choice. All around a fantastic shave. Really did enjoy that. That was one of the best experiencing shaves I've ever had. Probably because of the rarity of that soap that I wanted for so long. But thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, happy Halloween to all you guys out there. Be safe. Watch your speed. Watch for kids who are crossing the street. And be kind and courteous. And if you guys like what you see, please like, favorite, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You guys stay safe out there. Later.